Wales, in Welsh, Cymru, is a mountainous land, on the west of Great Britain, with the Irish Sea to the west and north, the Celtic Sea to the south, and the English Midlands to the east. Wales is distinct, geographically and culturally, which is related to its history, for Wales represents the mountain fastness, into which the Britons and their culture retreated, when faced with the incoming tide of the ancestral English. These mountains preserved the ancient British language, known today as Welsh, and a mountain farming culture, quite unlike the ways of the flat Midlands to the east. The 13 counties of Wales, including Monmouthshire, together make up 8,023 square miles, with a population of 3 million. It has 746 miles of coastline, and several offshore islands, none large except for the Isle of Anglesey, the largest island in the Irish Sea, and Holy Island its neighbour. Wales is generally mountainous. The only county with no land over 1,000 feet is Anglesey. The highest mountains, though, look over that island, in the north and central areas, especially in Snowdonia, which contains Snowdon as its highest peak. At 3,560 feet, Snowdon is the highest ground in all of Britain, south of the Highlands of Scotland. Wales has a changeable, maritime climate, making it one of the wettest places in the European region. Due to the hilly landscape, pastoral farming has always dominated agriculture, but industrialisation burst upon much of Wales in the 18th century. Mining, slate quarrying and the related industries, transformed much of Glamorgan, Monmouthshire and Carnarvonshire into industrial heartlands, though the latter shire has subsided somewhat since. Industrialisation also transformed the social structure. Glamorgan and Monmouthshire now hold 2/3 of the population of Wales, mainly in and around the cities of Cardiff, Swansea and Newport. In the nearby valleys, most descended from those who poured into those counties from across the United Kingdom, to work in the new industries. Accordingly, the Welsh language has declined also since those days, becoming a minority language in most of Wales. Cardiff is the most populous city in Wales. For a period, it was the biggest coal port in the world. Today, with the traditional heavy industries of coal, steel, copper, tinplate and slate, either gone or in decline, the economy depends on the public sector, light and service industries, and tourism. The Welsh language is the original British language, reckoned to be so little changed over the centuries, that a farmer of today would be able to understand a farmer of the Dark Ages, if ever they could meet and converse. Hence, it is part of the essence of British culture and identity. Though the language is spoken by just a minority today, the vast majority of place names in Wales, and a great many in Shropshire, Worcestershire and Herefordshire, are of the Welsh language. Bilingualism is taken to such an extent, that every public road sign in Wales is bilingual, even in areas where Welsh has not been spoken for centuries. Over 580,000 Welsh speakers live in Wales, more than 20% of the population. The language was once believed to be in terminal decline, but this triggered a movement for revival. Victorian Romanticism created the Eisteddfod, now the Royal National Eisteddfod of Wales, which seeks to uphold the ancient bardic tradition, by awards for poetry in the ancient tongue, all carried out with great ceremonial, with druids, and bards. Today, Welsh is now a compulsory part of primary education throughout Wales, and official bilingualism has made the language better known and understood. From the late 19th century onwards, Wales acquired its popular image as the land of song, attributable in part to the revival of the Eisteddfod tradition. This idea has long roots though. Gerald of Wales noted that part singing was a feature of Wales, and after the revival of the 18th and 19th centuries, nonconformist chapels spread across the land with rousing popular hymn singing in their services. Overall, Wales shares the same culture as the rest of the United Kingdom, but the language and the legacy it has left, even where it is not spoken, are a distinct and cherished cultural marker. The present-day pattern of the historic counties of Wales was established by the Laws in Wales Act 1535. This act abolished the powers of the lordships of the March and established the counties of Denbighshire, Montgomeryshire, Radnorshire, Brecknockshire and Monmouthshire from the areas of the former lordships. The other 8 counties had, by then, already been in existence since at least the 13th century. The historic counties are, however, based on much older, traditional areas.